Hello there, and welcome to my channel. This is Beloved Oracle Intuitive. My name is Nicole. Thanks for coming back. Hope you're doing awesome. I'm going to ring the bell. I didn't do that in my last reading, but I'm going to ring the bell. So if you're sensitive to sound, please turn down your sound. I'm going to ring my little bell. Ready? Ring my bell. Ring my bell. There we go. Been channeling that. So I'm actually gonna roll some dice. I don't think I've ever done this, but I do have some dice here. Let's see if we can have any signs or synchronicities come out for you. You might have been seeing some numbers, 52, 25. Maybe something's happening on the 25th of the month. Maybe you're turning 52, 51, 15, 55 came out. So change. A lot of change. Oh, 55 again. So change. You might have been born in May. We're in the month of May now. Please ignore my nails. They're horrific. Horrific. Terrible. Whatever. Anyway. All right. So we're going to do a quick reading about what's going on in the universe. Ah! I know, right? What is going on? I don't know. What's happening? We're going to use this Illuminati Oracle. I love this deck. It's so flippin' pretty. Stop it. It's so pretty. Anyway, let's see what comes out. I will say I haven't really been watching the news the last couple days because it's too depressing. Probably about 3 days I haven't watched it. I'm really proud of myself. Because I will watch it and get sucked in. I've been really trying to not be sucked into the 3D. It's hard not to, you know, like when your coworker calls you up or your family member calls you up and they tell you all their drama, right? And then you're like, I'm back in the 3D. And then you go alone and you're like deep breathing and you're picking flowers and then you're back in the 5D. And it's like we're in this constant like back and forth and back and forth, and it can be exhausting, especially if you're an empathic person. You're going to be pooped. You know, so anyway. And I'm not saying don't ever watch the news. You probably do want to know what's going on. But Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what's going on? Okay. The new generation. Let's see. The new generation carries the codes of change within them. Their ideas, though disruptive to old systems, hold the potential for a brighter future. So I love this card, and I love that this came out because, so I have 4 kids. My oldest is 23, my youngest is 14. So I have actually thought about this myself. So a couple of years ago, and probably about 10 years ago, maybe longer than that, 10 or 13, 14 years. So in the last 15 years, let's just say, because I'm trying to think of a number, but I remember when my oldest son was born. He's born in 2002. And I was thinking to myself, he seems like an old soul. You know, he seems like he's been here before. And at that time, I did not believe in multiple lives. I was in a very Baptist church. I was in a very, very dogmatic way of thinking. But it crossed my mind when he was very young that he was, in fact, an old soul. And that he had been here before. And then as he got older and older, I would joke with him and say he was like a grandpa because he felt very grandpa-like even when he was young. You know, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about if you've met these young folks. Some of these young folks that are being born now, in the last 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, definitely in the last 5 years, they have seemed like they've been here before. You know, we have seen a rise in like autism and other things like that. Now, we don't really know why. I mean, there's always some kind of conspiracy theory. You know, is it vaccines? Is it not vaccines? Is it plastics? Are we exposed to environmental things? We don't know. You know, we have no idea. But I often wonder if there's a spiritual reason that some children are born holding the secrets of the universe and they cannot tell us what they are. It's like they're here. They've incarnated here, right? They can't tell us these secrets, but they have them, like hidden in their souls. And somehow, by them being here, they hold this code. And we will unlock the code. I mean, this is really like a heart chakra photo. The heart chakra is illuminated here. Illuminated. Not eliminated. Illuminated. Gosh, I get a lot of information from this. But I don't know why that kind of came to me. But this new generation does hold the key to a brighter future. A lot of people say very negative things about our current generation because they're on devices or they're, distracted. But we have to remember that these souls have been here before to have a new experience. They're here. So even though they might not realize they have the power, they do have it. And they will tap into it. I don't know where that autism story came from, but I'm not here to offend anybody or hurt anyone's feelings. Absolutely. This is just my spiritual intuition. But, these are God's children that have come here. And they're here to carry a message to us about maybe quieting the mind, quieting the chatter, going inside to find the answers. So there's card 1. All right, what else do we need to know? Martial law. So when civil authority is replaced by military control, freedoms shift overnight. Some will feel protected while others feel cornered. Now this card did come out in reverse. So I feel like the martial law might be coming to like an end. I mean, it might be just on the downslide because it wasn't an uptick there for a minute. I hope it's on the downslide. I'm going to keep it in reverse. Humanitarian aid came out in reverse. Compassion in action is the most powerful resistance. This is the moment when humanity's better nature rises to meet the challenge. But it's in reverse. Okay, let's see what else comes out. Return to nature. Okay. So, we have forgotten who we are. We have forgotten, and this new generation is here to remind us who we are. We need to return to nature. We need to plant food, plant a garden, meditate. The fact that these are in reverse, it's not necessarily good or bad. There's a delay. So there's a delay of martial law. That's probably good, right? A delay of humanitarian aid. That doesn't sound good, but what that kind of makes me feel like is that we have to rise to the occasion. So I wonder if there's going to be like a need for, we have so much going on worldwide. Cyber attack, power outage in reverse. Peaceful protest in reverse. People peacefully protesting. It might get out of hand. We might have some out of hand stuff that occurs. Power outage in reverse. So this might not be a power outage for us. We are currently at war with Iran, so maybe we're sending attacks to them. Gosh, I hope not. A cyber attack. A cyber incident will soon unfold. It could be a routine glitch or opening move of a larger game. Even after systems recover, the trust they once held can be compromised. Gosh, look at his face. Looks a little scary. All right. Not sure about this, but we'll see. Paranoia. The mind really twists when trust is absent. Be mindful when paranoia begins to creep in. Don't let fear-based thinking take over. So it's in reverse. Okay, so let's see her. Okay. Okay. New generation is rising up. Martial law is delayed. Humanitarian aid is delayed. Return to nature. We might have some young people go a little cray-cray. Gosh, I hope not. My stomach just is growling. Meaning like they might have an uproar of young people that's not as peaceful of a protest. We might have a power outage somewhere that prevents military or martial law. Cyber attack could delay humanitarian aid. And the lack of paranoia could allow us to return to nature, or vice versa. Returning to nature could create the lack of paranoia. I don't know. Let's see. Natural disaster, feeding the fear, change maker. So a change maker is coming, but they're not here yet. It looks like a young black man. It doesn't have to be, but it could be. They are still currently feeding fear. And we still have corrupt news outlets. That's what it said. Internal breach. Not all power serves the machine. So maybe somebody will come out from inside. We have natural disasters. Oh, this came out again. Okay. Galactic politics. Gosh, this is interesting. We have more alien stuff coming out. The power struggles on Earth may only be a reflection of greater conflicts playing out across the galaxy. As above, so below. And our leaders might not be the highest in command. And then love is the frequency they can't counterfeit. It dismantles fear, neutralizes control, and restores the connection they have worked so hard to serve or to sever. Love has the power to unite us beyond propaganda and borders. So I feel like us being in the 3D, we are very earthbound people. You know, we do think earthboundness. You know, even these cards, there's an earthboundness to them. Until you get something like galactic politics or return to nature or something like that. But we are not made for this world. We don't come from this world. We're here to have an earthbound experience, to expand our consciousness, to expand our souls, for our souls to grow and to heal, for us to experience other lifetimes of understanding. Now, again, I'm a Jesus channel, even though I'm not traditionally like a dogmatic Christian. Jesus incarnated here as well, you know, and he told us that it was nothing greater than the power of love. Now, there has been a lot of 3D religion that has taken words of scripture and used them as weapons, used them to divide and conquer. But we have to go back to love. We have to remember that love is what transcends earth and sky, or heaven and earth, you know. So anyway, I don't know if this helped or didn't help anybody. And it also looks like this is on the rise, digital ID. I don't know if that's true or not true. Again, this is just for entertainment purposes only. I don't know what's happening or not happening. I'll take a couple of these. Oh yeah, we've definitely had that happening. People getting suddenly wealthy. Not me, but somebody. I don't know if this will mean something to any of you. It's so crazy. I put all these cards away and then they're coming out again. Okay. Sudden wealth. Defendant innocent. Trust signals the universe knows your path. Sacred blossom. Sowing seeds of hope. Harvest what you plant. So I feel like this reminds me of like life going on, even though in the collective there's all this other goings on, which is this is the collective here, the Bull of Strength, masculine force, flame, resolute rules, leadership, dominance, commanding presence. You, the watcher of this video, is trying to bloom where you're planted type of thing. You're trying to trust the universe with your path. You know, you might have a legal battle going on right now. You might have someone in your life thinking they're going to get suddenly wealthy. The collective might just be thinking they're getting suddenly wealthy. But there's a Tower moment. Pity the fools who mock the Queen's grace. Yeah. So I feel like the Queen in this matter is like Mother Earth, because we do have natural disasters coming out. And we have, indifferent. We have been indifferent to the earth, to lack of compassion for the earth. And it will come back. Some of these cards I had come out in a reading just the other day. But how funny. We're dealing with shadow work. Weighing our emotions. We're going to be easily swayed by the collective emotions. Touching the boundless limits of the universe. And spiritual rooting. Okay. Well, I hope this helped you. I don't know if this will help you or not. I don't know if this will resonate with you or not. But I appreciate you watching the channel, and go in peace. You are, in fact, God's beloved child. If you haven't been told today, you are enough, you matter, and you are loved. Just don't give up hope yet, okay? Don't give up. Take care.